Hello students, today we are going to start the topic definite integrals. Now the definite integral difference is that there will be two values a and b. This is called lower limit and this is called upper limit. Function is same as like indefinite integral, so this is called definite integral. And its integral is, let us take the answer of this function as gx. Now we will not put c, clear? We will just put the limits a to b. First of all, replace x by the upper limit gb minus lower limit is ga. So this is the final answer. For example, let us take one example, integral 1 to 3 x plus 1 dx. Now the integral of this x plus 1 is x square by 2 plus x and limits from 1 to 3. We will not write plus c here. First of all, put 3 upper limit in place of x. 9 by 2 plus 3, this is upper limit, minus lower limit 1. 1 by 2 plus 1. Now solve it. 9 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is 8 by 2, that is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. So answer is 4 plus 2, 6. Let us take question number 14 from exercise 7.9 of NCERT. This is linear over quadratic. All the types, all the formulas are same as like indefinite integral. So first of all, it can be written as 0 to 1, 2x over 5x square plus 1 dx. We will separate it. 0 to 1 limit 3 over 5x square plus 1 dx. You can also apply the type linear over quadratic. 2x plus 3 is equal to L times derivative plus m. You can also apply this type. Clear? Now derivative of this thing is 10x. So multiply by 5 and divide by 5. 10x divided by 5x square plus 1 dx. 3 times 1 by, it can be written as under root 5x whole square plus 1 square. Now apply the formulas. 1 over 5, this is derivative over function, log mod function, and put the limits 0 to 1 plus 3 times 1 over a tan inverse x over a root 5x. And we have to divide by the coefficient of x also, root 5. And limits are from 0 to 1. Now we have to put the limits. This is the calculation work. First of all, put upper limit in the first integral. And upper limit is 1. First of all, constant is 1 by 5. Put upper limit 1. So when we will put 1, this will be log 6. Minus, put 0, it is log 1. Plus constant thing is 3 by root 5. Take constant outside the integral always. Put upper limit 1. So this is tan inverse under root 5 minus tan inverse 0. 1 by 5 log 6 because log 1 is 0. 3 by under root 5 tan inverse root 5 because tan inverse 0 is 0. So this is our final answer. Let us take question number 18. Sin square x by 2 minus cos square x by 2. Limits are from 0 to pi. Formula for cos 2 theta is cos square theta minus sin square theta. So we can apply the formula by taking negative common. 0 to pi. Cos square minus sin square is cos 2 theta means x. So this is very simple. Integral of cos x is sin x. Limits are from 0 to pi. Put upper limit sin pi minus lower limit is sin 0. Sin pi, sin 180, 0 and sin 0 is 0. So the answer is 0. Let us take an extra question, x e raised to x dx. So in this question, first of all, we will apply by parts by taking x as the first function. First as it is, integral of second is e raised per x. Now carefully put the limits in this step, 0 to 1. Minus integral 0 to 1, derivative of first is 1 and integral of ex is e raised per x. Now put the limits here. 1 into e raised per 1 minus, when we will put 0, so this will be 0. Minus integral is e raised per x and limits are from 0 to 1. E minus upper limit e raised per 1 minus lower limit e raised per 0. Cancel out and minus minus plus e raised per 0 is 1. Let us take question number 2, exercise 7.10. In this question we will see that how we can put the substitution method in case of definite integrals. So in this question, first of all, 0 to pi by 2 under root sine phi, and cos raised to 5 can be written as cos 4 phi into cos phi, because we are going to put sine phi, so its derivative is cos phi. 0 to pi by 2 under root sine phi, and this can be written as cos square whole square, and cos square can be written as 1 minus sine square phi whole square into cos phi. Now replace, put sine phi is equal to t, so its derivative is cos phi d phi is equal to dt. Now important thing is, these are the limits for the variable phi. These are the values of phi, when phi is 0 and when phi pi by 2. Now we are going to replace phi by t. When phi is equal to 0, then what is t? And when phi is equal to pi by 2, then what is t? Means we have to change the limits also. When phi is 0, put phi is equal to 0 in this equation. So sine 0 is 0, so the value of t is also 0. And when phi is pi by 2, sine pi by 2 is 1, so the value of t is 1. Means now the limits are from 0 to 1. Therefore integral becomes integral 0 to 1 limit under root t into 1 minus t square whole square into dt. Now the question is this, and this can be solved very easily. First of all, open the square. 0 to 1 under root t, 1 plus t4 minus 2t square. Open the bracket. 0 to 1, t raised by 1 by 2 plus t raised by 4 plus 1 by 2 is 9 by 2, minus 2 times t raised by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 5 by 2. Now integrate. T raised by 3 by 2 over 3 by 2 plus 9 by 2 plus 1 is 11 by 2 over 11 by 2, minus 2 times t raised by 7 by 2 over 7 by 2, and put the limits from 0 to 1. And this is equal to, first of all put x is equal to, t is equal to 1. So first term is 2 by 3 plus next is 2 by 11 and third is minus 4 by 7. So this is the upper limit. Minus, put 0, t is equal to 0. So the lower limit is totally 0. Now solve it. LCM is 3 into 11 into 7. And the first term is 77 into 2 is 154 plus 21 into 2, 42 minus 33 into 4, 132. Now solve it. 154 minus 132, this is 22 plus 42, 64 by 231. So this is the final answer. Let us take question number 9 from exercise 7.10. In this question, first of all take x cube common. X cube common, so there is 1 by x square minus 1 raised to power 1 by 3 over x raised to power 4. So next step is 1 by 3 to 1, x cube power 1 by 3 is x. 1 over x square minus 1 raised to power 1 by 3 divided by x raised to power 4 dx. So the next step is 1 by 3 to 1 limits. These are cancel out. 1 over x square minus 1 raised to power 1 by 3 into 1 over x cube. Now there are two types. This question can be done by replacement, by substitution method, put this thing, or you can make the derivative of this thing here. Clear? Derivative of this thing is minus 2 by x cube. So we have to just multiply and divide by minus 2. Clear? So the next step is multiply and divide by minus 2. So this is minus 1 by 2 integral 1 by 3 to 1. 1 over x square minus 1 raised to power 1 by 3 into minus 2 by x cube. Now this is derivative into function raised to power n. Apply the type. Minus 1 by 2 increase of power of the function. 1 by 3 plus 1 is 4 by 3 over 4 by 3. And put the limits from 1 by 3 to 1. So this is minus 3 by 8. Put x is equal to 1. So this is 0. Minus put x equal to 1 by 3. So there is 1 by 3 square means 1 by 9 in the denominator. So this is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8 raised to power 4 by 3. So this is equal to minus 3 by 8. This is 0. Minus of 8 can be written as 2 cube raised to power 4 by 3. 3 cancel out. 3 by 8 into 2 raised to power 4 is 16. And answer is 6. One thing is very important that when we apply substitution method, just like in the last question, we need not to replace the value of t. In indefinite integration, we always replace the value of t. But in definite integral, we not need